or Orianna, and he's really well done with those heroes. The bans on Team TSM is going to be a Galio, Caitlyn, and Udyr. So again, we got 3 jungles taken out of this. Azillion as an AP, Galio as the tank, and we do have the first AD ban of the day of Caitlyn. And wow, you're doing a great job playing catch-up here, Elaine. So I'm going to keep on going. IGI got the picks of Vayne and Gangplank with Cassiopeia so far, and TSM has been running. Odd One has a Maokai. Could be a jungle Maokai. I haven't seen a jungle Maokai in a while, but Odd One is really well known for the jungling aspect on TSM. Chaox there has a Misfortune, and now X Special and the Rain Kid. It's not the Rain Man, it's the Rain Kid. Rain Kid looks like he's going to be going with the Yorick.
I personally like his alt, the Sun Man. He plays a killer cannon on his Smurf the Sun Man. It's not really a Smurf, I guess. Yorick, all the way down at the bottom. The Odd One is famed as one of the best jungles, if not the best jungler in the world. I mean, he taught the world that Nunu is not a crappy character, that Nunu was an OP jungle. It's probably his fault that Nunu got massively nerfed. X Special is one of the best supports as well. He plays a lot of Soraka mainly, but he's going with Alistar this game.
Yeah, we do have Alistar selected for X Special. I don't actually.
Curious about the Yorick play.
Hey, it's Rain Man. You never know. It's like we were talking about Shushay, like gets half the heroes banned.
If anyone makes random heroes that are hidden OP banned, it's Rain Man and Shushay. Rain Man and his Teemo, you know, are kind of infamous.
Oh yeah! Reginald going with Orianna. I am so psyched all of a sudden.
I'm psyched by anything Reginald plays.
Oh
I like Azillion personally.
They gave pre-nerf Orianna to Reginald. Oh wow. IGI has something coming into their faces, and it's probably going to be that ball from Orianna. Right now though, the finishing of the team was Leona and Rumble here for IGI, so in you go, or I'm going in. That was it. I'm going in. And wow, that's going to finish off. That's going to finish off the picks and bans, guys. So, do you have your little Teemo set up?
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was still doing the ban page really quick.
Severe, lock in. All right, 120 seconds. We are going to get this rolling here, guys. TGM and I'm going in. Team SoloMid looking really strong with their picks, although Rain Man is going to be showing us what's up with Yorick. So very likely Yorick top. Maokai is going to be out jungling. That means Alistar and Misfortune in the bot, and of course Reginald SoloMid.
I am super curious to see what Rain Man is going to do with Yorick. I have never seen a competitive Yorick. Of course, after the buff, he has been doing a ton of damage. And even if I'm going in actually manages to pick off one of their members, sticks around as the Yorick ult puppet for a while and continues to do a buttload of damage. And it's interesting to see Chaox on MF. Chaox plays a mean MF. He wrote a fantastic guide for her on SoloMid.net if you haven't checked that out. So even though she's one of the shortest range AD carries in the game, he manages to make it work.
And yeah, that's why these guys get paid what they get paid, and that's why they win these tournaments, because they can make it work.
They are the best at discovering hidden OP and changing the metagame forever. Like
Galio.
Galio is new.
Galio?
Or Galio is new to tournaments, because I wasn't seeing him. I mean, you know, before the buff a while back, you didn't see him at all in Season 1. But then at MLG, he got whipped out, and his ult has been extremely powerful ever since.
Alright, now in terms of IGI, since we're not going to have a Galio this round, it does look like Gangplank's going to be their jungle. He has that smite loaded up, and Cassiopeia very likely to go mid, and that would put us, what, Vayne and Leona down south, with Rumble bruising his way up top. But he's going to have, you know, quite the challenge up against that Yorick.
I'm a little sad it's not a support GP.
No. Hey, somebody has to jungle, and none of the others there can. At least not that I know of. Can Rumble jungle? I've never seen him jungle.
Yes, slowly. As far as I know.
Yes, with a question mark? Yeah.
I mean, every hero can jungle, technically. Soraka can jungle. If you have, like, a buttload of health pots.
A buttload of health
Yes,
pods.
a buttload of health pots. It's oh man, the skins. Oh, no Cassiopeia skin. The other skin.
I like the middle three here for TSM. Like Misfortune here with a hat, Alistar with a hat, Yorick with a hat.
Maokai technically with some kind of hat thing.
It's a mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
We'll count that as a hat.
But skin to win here, guys. Of course, it is the test client. That Leona skin is gorgeous, though. I'm a big fan of that Leona skin.
It is definitely pretty awesome. It looks as awesome in-game as it does at the loading screen.
Alright, so we're going to get this rolling, guys. TSM up against IGI. I'm going in, and we're going to get this rolling. Round of 16 here in the Cybersports Network. Dawn of Champions. $2,000 tournament hosted here by Twitch TV, as well as Cybersports Network. So great props to them. I'm the Forecourt Jester. If you're just joining us, go out and tweet away, guys, that you are watching this tournament here with myself and Aline Sun, as we're going to be doing what we do, which is bringing you live this action.
I don't think they're going to engage, though.
But you can find us out and about in the Twitterverse, Facebook, YouTube. CyberSportsNet has been around for quite a bit, and hosting this tournament is good things. We got the eyeball going down, finding out where TSM wants to be, and it is going to be two just clumps of 5 at this point. Are we going to finally see a level 1 fight? It is very possible, as Reginald throws that ball at them.
I would be very scared to level 1 fight against Reginald and the rest of TSM personally, but I guess they're a little bit IGI is a little bit more daring.
Sapling power.
I'm curious as to how you jungle Maokai, because I haven't really seen it much.
Well, you get help, but then you just stack the saplings for the blue, and you just keep going around destroying face like that. But yeah, they are going to leash and get some help here. Chaos down here with X Special, and it does look like no level 1 fights, although Oriana is playing a little bit dangerous here. I can only assume Cass is going to stay here, and just looking at the items, I mean, we got a lot of health pots, almost everybody with health pots, a lot of boots going down as well. But Gangplank with the jungle route of the typical cloth armor. Misfortune went with the Dorn's Blade, as did Vayne, and they're going to collapse into the bottom fairly soon.
I was surprised that Vayne went with a Dorn's Blade, since there is no healing for her in bottom lane, and of course Misfortune will probably poke her quite hard with the double shot.
So there you go, Odd One now with the blue, already cleaned up the wolves as well, and now bottom lane is going to be making their way out there. Gangplank has his blue as well, so he's going to be raring to go. I wonder if he's going to go counter jungle, but that could be risky, and it is going to be Rumble and Yorick up top. So bottom of the AD is going to start matching up. I keep wanting to call Misfortune Caitlyn, because we've seen Caitlyn in every single match to date. But yeah, Misfortune is going to be a nice breath of fresh air.
I really like the Vayne Leona combo. There's so much CC between the two that they could definitely do something crazy. Of course, it's Chaos. Like, we don't even have to analyze how good the CSing is, because you just look at Chaos's number and compare everyone to him.
That's how you do it. Now, Alistar's going to be down here, of course, with the heals. He has that
for a level 1 gank. Of course, it is the odd one, but Rumble is going to back up for now.
Yeah, those saplings, though, that can put out some decent harass. And Yorick, of course, with his ghosts, I mean, they're going to hit you. That's just how it works. Gangplank finishing up the race. It definitely seems Gangplank's a little bit behind in his jungle compared to Odd One. Because Odd One's already clearing out the golems.
Right, mid in the meantime, Cassiopeia is being really vigilant, going to come over to the right, maybe for a gank on bottom. This is a really, really early gank. I'm surprised he's just going to leave Reginald to go and free farm.
Go, X Special. He's going to be the target. He's going to flash out.
Unexpected, and he actually does get... No! What? No!
Oh, there we go, the poison.
Okay.
Gangplank showed up, but I actually don't think he was part of that kill. Gangplank. Nope, 0-0-0. And, ooh, my wife brought me tea. Oh, very nice.
I'm very confused as to why the... oh, I guess, I was wondering why all the team names for TSM are really weird, but I guess they've had the tournament client for so long that they were under two different teams originally. It's
the Sound Blaster National Cup, so it's been nationalities, butting heads, so USA, Canada, Germany, that kind of fun stuff.
And then TSM for the Rain Kid.
Yep, well that's just an older one from National ESL days. That's all. Yeah, so don't worry about the names, guys. Of course, you know, it is the player behind them that makes all the difference here. But yeah, that first blood onto that Alistar, as soon as he rushed in with the headbutt, it's just like, alright, Cassiopeia's in a great spot to get this kill, and indeed, they were able to clean it up.
It's usually a very bad idea to leave Reginald to free farm, but that was a fantastic first blood, actually. That really TSM did not expect.
Now we are going to have Odd One find this gangplank. Oh, he doesn't want to make anything of it. They both only have their blues. No more reds. Or, actually, they haven't taken reds. That would explain it. But yeah, gangplank a little bit scared. Not going to go over there. Maokai throwing in that sapling. Now he's going to come up here to the top, find this rumble. And I don't know if they actually want to try to commit to that. That's a pretty big creep wave that Rain Kid would have to get through.
I think either one of us is having Skype bandwidth issues because you're sounding a little bit robotic, but it should pass very soon. Ooh. GP actually in mid right now, doing a little bit of damage and harass to Reginald, but Reginald is pretty much fine. Walks right back. He is out of health potions, however, but so is Cassiopeia. Reginald has not gone back yet because he didn't get the first blood extra money, and only has boots versus the shark shoes. Meantime, bottom, still playing pretty passively.
I'm not running anything extraneous, and
it's fine now. It just happens occasionally with Skype.
Yeah, ever since Microsoft bought Skype, it's been this and that, and not so fun. Reginald in a bad spot right now. Oh, Cassiopeia with the poison. Is that going to be enough to take him down? Yes, it is, but he is going to pay for it because Odd One's going to be coming here, cleaning up that kill. We got a teleport coming in mid, though. No, we don't. Never mind. Whoever it was canceled. Who has a teleport on there? Would have been Rumble.
And Rainman.
Yeah. Rainman. Yeah, it wasn't Rainman. It would have been Rumble. Okay. Alright, he canceled it. Whatever. It's all good. But 1 for 1. You know, Reginald. You know, he's already down to death now in the mid. So all that extra farming time. Well, at least he gets to go back to town and use that money. It's going to be a Catalyst. That's what he's going to pick up first. Catalyst with those boots. So, whereas we do have boots with the Doran's ring and the health potions here for Cassiopeia.
TSM does a great job of tracking like where all the wards on the map are. Oh, they do a great job of a lot of things, but I suspected, like, they even knew that a sapling would be in this bush to the left of mid.
Well, yeah, we do have, you know, TSM does have that one ward with a sapling. And saplings are almost as good as wards, but look at this! Reginald getting ganked by the gangplank, and oh, what a great compress right there. Stopping them from going on. But Reginald getting out of that, he had to use his flash, so a great gank coming out from that jungling gangplank. And yeah, a lot of pressure going up onto Reginald. There's an old saying that, you know, if you want to win the game, just piss off Reginald, you know? Oh, is this going to be it? The poison is taking down.
Close. He is going to die. Wow, Cassiopeia playing very well. I've actually played with this Cass, and he's one of the best players I've ever had the pleasure of encountering in ranked. That was very lucky Q.
So that my E-Hom there?
Yes.
Ah, cool beans. We've actually seen quite a few Cassiopeias today, so she definitely seems to be coming back in style.
Well, during the bug to AoE ults, when her ult was absolutely devastating and had a ridiculous range, a lot of people started playing with her. And I think after, you know, even after it was fixed, they've just kind of stuck with it because she's actually a really powerful hero. And she's currently getting blue because it is extremely good on her to just spam that poison, keep annoying Reginald, who has been forced to feel a bit tanky. You know, instead of rushing Rabadon, he is going to have to get the Rod of Ages.
Yeah, Odd One actually is also going for a Catalyst with those boots, and he has a ward as well. And I think they're going to give the blue here to Orianna. Yep, there we go. Yeah, come on, Orianna. There we go. Orianna now with the blue. He's going to go back to the mid, but we got some big pressure here in the bottom because Alistar is no longer there, so Chaos has to play a little bit more defensive.
Oh no, Rainman. 3v1 on Rainman is not looking good for him, but he actually flashes out at a perfect time and somehow escapes that despite the Rumble ult.
Well, he picked the right way to flash. That's the important part. If he flashed into Cassiopeia, she would have just ulted him and they would have collapsed. But nope, he's too good for that. What is Reggie doing here? Reggie's trying to go for some poke. not going to find her though. Too good, this Cass, with that Sork shoes, I might add. So she has a little bit of a movement advantage over this Orianna. Just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, Chaos finally going to go hit town, spend all that money. In terms of creeps though, Chaos 76, and you are quite correct. The only person even close to that right now is 62 on Vayne.
So Vayne actually hasn't been doing half bad in her lane against Chaos.
BF sword.
Rainman kind of destroyed Rumble a little bit at 61 to 44. And, of course, X Special at 0. Oh man, oh man. The fight of the supports. Leona is destroying Alistar with 1 CS over 0. Crazy.
1 CS over 0. That's
destroying Alistar. Just destroying him. How can he ever catch up? In the meantime, Maokai is actually going to give Rainman red buff because Yorick has nothing but spells to spam, and might actually be able to take down Rumble with it if they go top right afterward. Rumble is left to free farm right now, and if he makes a mistake of pushing like he is, he might actually be in trouble. And Cassiopeia is once again annoying Reginald. Misses the ulti!
Actually, it did stun him. Oh, the Ignite is going to go down. Reginald is dropping really quickly. Has his own Ignite. 60, 80. Nope, it's not going to be enough. That health potion countered it very nicely. Blue buff now on E Hamda, and Reginald has to be raging at least a little bit right now. Odd One is going to come into the lane, but Hamda is going to play it safe. Go on back to town. Red buff is actually on the Rain Kid up top. So he might be trying to do some work here with the Rumble, but right now he is a little bit too pushed to really do too much about that.
He is pretty much completely unfortunately.
That too.
Yeah.
He has a tier though, so he's getting back up there.
He's going to climb back up fast, but it's not going to really build up a mana pool until later in the game, so they are just going to continue to farm a bit more. He is actually letting Rumble push up to his tower and being at this time, but Rumble playing a little bit more paranoid does decide to go back.
Taking a quick look at the rest of the items, we got both bottom going back, so this could be a really good opportunity to get a lot of pushing power going into this bottom. It would be a better opportunity if they could go do the dragon, because we do got Odd One down there as well. But yeah, we do got the eyeball going out. Notice there is nobody down here. Chaos does have that Dorns with the BF sword, so he picked that up at the 9-minute mark. A 9-minute BF sword. And to boot, he picked himself up a Vision Ward. He's been farming extremely well. And here we go. Maybe the Dragon going to come out. There's that ward in play. So we've now counter-warded that Dragon. Nobody can see what's going on here. I do not see any clairvoyances. But we do have
is coming in, but does get spotted. Flashes in for the ult. Actually kills X Special, but takes a lot of damage and pays for it.
Beautiful. Chaos has to actually be on the run right now because they're just jumping all over him. He has that blue buff from his kill, but under the tower he is going to go down. The bruiser mentality here is just too much for them to counter with. Odd One actually looks really healthy, but they were not able to take the dragon, and we paid for it with Chaos, X Special, and
Reginald is playing exceptionally well.
Did you see that flash in from the Serpent, and then she threw down her ult, and nobody was in it? She caught 0 people with that ultimate verse.
I thought she caught the person
Did she catch one?
Going toward blue. I want to say it was
You think it caught Maokai?
I think so, just one person though.
I don't think it actually hit anyone, but I could be wrong. Either way, I thought it was extremely good reactions there from TSM to jump out of that. I thought that was going to be turning into their favor, but unfortunately they did pay for it. 3 for 1.
I was really surprised at the outcome of that fight. The IGI just played spectacularly. I mean, taking down 3 for 1 plus getting a dragon. Yep,
3 for 1 dragon. They're now really far ahead.
1847 dragon. I love these players who time it for me. I don't even have to worry about it at all.
Yeah, I got 1250.
Rainman is raging, which is very, very Rainman-like. If anyone watches his stream, you know that anytime someone on his team plays bad, he just starts yelling at them in chat, completely spamming instructions all the time, and it's super amusing to me. What?
Is it at Reginald?
No, it's Rainman.
No, is it at Reginald?
No. It's like at everyone, but...
Okay. Reginald's 0-4 right now. Not the best of scores for SoloMid's Orianna.
Yeah, for a SoloMid pre-nerf Orianna, I'm very surprised.
Yep. But yeah, Honda has actually done really well.
You have to give him the credit. He's been playing extremely well.
Gangplank steals it with the ultimate. Oh, beautiful play. Gangplank picking up the blue. Free blue for him. That is amazing. That was blind too, because they have one ward there, but they did not know it was going on. Oh man, too good.
It. I mean, people were clustering in on that, but I am really surprised. That was extremely good timing. Like, I know these guys, this team, they all are like, they made 1900, they made Platinum last season, but they don't like play hardcore competitive. They don't, you know, practice their socks off and play ranked all day, all night. So I'm really surprised that they're doing as well as they are.
We got some manhunt action going on for this Maokai, but he is too smart for them and not going to be found. Orianna, after dejectedly getting that blue, went back to town, picks herself up a blasting wand, so now he's going to start working on that Rabadons, but his farm is so behind compared to this Cassiopeia with the double Dorans, the Sork boots, as well as the Hextech Revolver. I mean, like, right now, good luck going toe-to-toe with that Cass at this point.
In the meantime, Misfortune and Rainman actually destroying in CS. Rainman has 105 to 76 of Rumble. Misfortune has 122 to 102 of Vayne. But GP is actually sitting here and hoping to gank them, but they are backed up to their tower because they did have a ward in that bush.
Yeah, wards are good, typically, and yeah, good fun stuff coming out of them. Vayne doing some rolling around. She apparently went to town at some point, got her some Berserker's Graves and a triple Doran's, so not exactly the best of farm that she really wants to get. She has at 106, still below both Yorick as well as Misfortune, and yeah, during all that Dragon nonsense, Yorick was able to take the top tower. I forgot to mention that, but it did come up on the Summoner announcements. So Rainkid, you know, level 11 with a man immune. If he can just split push all day, then yeah, a lot of these kills can be forgiven later on into the game. But we're gonna have to see what TSM.
Another gank, but there is still this ward. It has 17 seconds left, so she might actually want to wait a while. She is actually gonna head in there and get spotted, however, so they do back up. It's kind of a tense moment. They're all trying to bait out the blue team to go in, but maybe they'll just try to push this tower. GP actually, or no, that was MF spell. Too many pirates in this game. They're actually going to push this tower, and there's not really much that TSM can do about it at the moment without risking a lot of pain with a cast with blue buff.
Orianna's down again. 0-5 or 1-5 now. Orianna was able to take the Gangplank, but paid for it with a kill. Best comment ever. But at this point, I think he's okay with dying for that kill. He needs that farm, and Rumble is able to clean him up. So Yorick is now pushing down that top, but TSM does lose that bottom turret to the combination of Cass as well. I almost said Cassidon, but Cassiopeia, the Leona, as well as the Vayne. Big pressure top, though. Rumble does not seem to have a good answer to Yorick at this point. But if they can keep winning the other two lanes, it's really probably not going to matter too much later on.
I still can't believe Reginald is 1-5-2. But Cassiopeia might be in a bit of trouble because Rainman is actually heading straight for her. Maybe GP can back her up, but nope. This slows the damages a lot. There's 3 more heroes getting up for her, but she ults at just the right time and actually does get away.
Ult flash, too good.
I thought Reginald might speed buff them, but it just wasn't the point in time.
That's right. They know she has to go back because she just blew her ult and her flash, and they got a creep wave coming to this tower. Very likely this tower is either going to take some pretty massive damage, or it's just going to go down. Unfortunately, they're proving me wrong by backing it up. I guess a little bit more afraid of Gangplank Leona than I actually realized. But Alistar are going to go head off to town. Odd One's coming back over here, but the blue is not going to be up for another minute. And this Dragon actually should be coming up within a few seconds. 1846 I have written down here by
I know it has an Oracle by now. Usually by the 18-19 minute mark, both supports have an Oracle to clean up the massive number of wards all over the map.
Let's see, 46, bang on right there, Tempestual. That's Gangplank, timing this Dragon to perfection. And Gangplank actually throwing out the ult, catching Odd One and Chaos. Odd One throwing down his ult to try to mitigate the damage. But it's gonna be a Dragon right there. I'm going in, and Odd One taking a massive amount of damage in return. So beautiful play here from I'm going in.
That's both Dragons in the game for them so far. Very surprising.
For me, right?
And what? Yeah.
Remember, I'm picking the best teams. Yeah.
I think I think that's what's throwing them. I think because you are on IGI, that Reginald is just completely off his game.
Original and I talk all the time. It's fine. Yeah.
It's all your fault. He's gonna hate you forever. MF is in a really bad spot right now. There goes Leona's ult. Petrified. Lots and lots of CC going in, and just stood no chance against 3 heroes.
Well, Reggie might be able to take this mid. No one is within place to defend. Actually, Rumble is going to come defend it from Reginald. It's not going to matter, and Yorick should be able to push down top a decent way, except that he's going to come and steal this blue, which is going to be amazing for him. But I have 680 global gold. I know you guys just finally took your second tower, so you should be at, what, 390?
300.
Okay, so it's 150, not 190. Stupid dragon throwing me off. But we do have 3 bottom now. Maokai throwing out his ult yet again. And there's a little bit of sapling harass going down. Either way, whatever way you want to look at it, only really Rain Kid is keeping up his end of the bargain. The other 2 lanes definitely very pushed in.
Yeah, they're pretty even on CS. I mean, Rainman and Misfortune are of course slightly ahead. They are the masters of what they do. But really, Orianna is pretty much on par with Cassiopeia, and GP is not doing half bad. Although,
no,
Oddone is slightly ahead.
Well, as you said, I mean, they are kind of master rank at what they do. They do it very well, and yeah, 151, 166 comparatively to the 138, 122. It's all good.
I like how your team has the entire right jungle.
Yep.
They can see every last thing. And you know what? Alistar is about to get a lot of gold in dead wards.
Yeah, oh, I didn't see the oracles coming out, but yeah, he should have.
Leona's cleaning up some as well.
Should be able to repay it.
Leona is dancing around a ward though with an oracle and hasn't seen it yet.
It's because of Reggie's there.
Right.
I think they've seen it, but they don't want to commit to this. I mean, they got 4 TSM right there, and Yorick just throwing out the harass. Cassiopeia has a Giant's belt, so maybe going for that Rylai's next, but we do got the some gold per 10 coming out here for the Gangplank. Leona going a little bit tanky as well, Heart of Gold, Philo Stones, so the gold per 10 stacking up very nicely right there. Rylai's as well as that Hextech has come out for Rumble, but he does not have tier 2 boots yet. Although with that No Magic Mantle, very likely going to get those Merc Treads, and bam, there we go, Merc Treads now bought for him. And that leaves me with Vayne, who has a Bloodthirster to go with her triple Dorans, so a lot of AP, or sorry, a lot of AD coming out for her. 202 this early game. Well, I guess it's not early anymore, it's 22 minutes in, mid-game. Did I put you to sleep?
No, I'm just watching Maokai put down tons of wards everywhere, warding Baron, making sure that they keep an eye on it. Gets CV'd rather perfectly, like it landed on top of his head as he walked through there. Oh man, my game is bugged out and I see a permanent ignite graphic on MF again.
Oh yeah.
It makes her look really sparkly.
I see it too, so don't worry. No problem there. It's just a bug that they haven't been able to
is sneaking around to the right. Might catch the odd one.
Oh, what's up,
Oh, he does blink perfectly. Flash,
good reaction out of him. Yeah. Blink? Yep. What is this?
This is Dota nonsense, and by nonsense I mean Dota's the best game ever made. I mean, what?
This is LOL.
This is League of Legends.
Yeah, it doesn't quite fit into there.
Yeah, it's a little long.
You got 2 syllables to work with. Yeah, it's all good. Let's do a little bit of an item recap here for TSM, as IGL is going to be pushing this bottom lane. I mean, Maokai with that Rod of Ages as well as that Orianna, and I think only really Yorick has been doing a ton of farm. But here we go, Hamda going to come in here with the odd one. Everyone's flashing in, but Reginald is going to throw out that compress.
But Maokai does get taken out anyway.
Yeah. Now they're going to take out this tower. Or they're going to have to because they're kind of stuck in it. Oh, we got a teleport coming though. Orianna throwing out the big damage. Got Ignite going down onto Hamda, but it does not look like
he's going to survive with 90 HP, but Alistar hops right in.
Beautiful.
In the meantime, MF is in a lot of trouble. Does take out GP, but Rumble is going to clean.
Oh, Chaos gets ulted there by Yorick, but the flash is going to be enough to get Rumble out of there. So overall, actually, I think a 3 for 0. Wow. Well, okay, that's a lie because
MF
Chaos
did die
died.
while trying to head there.
Yeah, Chaos is dead. So yeah, 3 for 1. Not too shabby. Too much tower diving, I think.
I do like when teams play crazy risky though. Alistar does spot the ward, and is gonna actually take it down. He was like debating if anyone was gonna catch him there. Rumble is gonna head over, but just a little too late.
Yeah, he's gonna get repulsed here by Rain Kid. It's fine. Rain Kid has himself that Spirit Visage and Mana Mune, so with another Chain Vest coming, so maybe an Atlas, or maybe something else. Who knows? But in the terms of, you know, everything, it's 25 minutes into this match, 11-6 in terms of I'm going in. So we actually have TSM on the back foot, and it does look like we're going to be jumping out. Here we go, Dragon right there.
They are still ahead in farm though, and after they get this Dragon, they're going to be pretty even on money, despite the slight deficit in kills. If anyone can catch this up though, it is TSM. Although I'm sure Rainman is raging at Reginald. I've seen games where Rainman lost because his teammates played poorly, and the entire next game, for a 40-minute game, he typed in caps. He typed instructions to them in caps, and they were just like, they were so tired of it, but it was hilarious.
Nope.
Really nice ult from Reginald right there. Gets the last hit.
Good Gangplank ult too, but unfortunately there's nobody low enough to take advantage of it. Oh, look at that! Brilliant!
Fantastic
That was one hell of a range on that ultimate from Rumble.
Cassiopeia playing very, very well at 6-3-3. They are not going to go for Baron, however, since they are down 1.
2 Rylais on I'm going in, both on Cass as well as Rumble. 2 Rylais. That's a lot of slow between the two of them.
Well, Rumble is 6-0 and 0. Somehow. He didn't actually farm them off of Rainman, who's been playing very, very well. He has just been doing some very spectacular ganks. And the Rylais is definitely going to help them keep that up. Nice ult from the odd one right there, but does not save the tower.
I don't think it's going to save Rain Kid either.
Fantastic Orianna W just destroys GP and Cass. They do have to back out. Vayne needs to roll away. Cass...
Oh, this is not going to be good. Rain Kid is on borrowed time, and he does go down before he can actually get anything out of that. But the flash headbutt from X Special is going to be all that they need. Now, Vayne, oh, you probably shouldn't have turned around there because Odd One with that Clairvoyance is going to be able to catch it. Now, I don't see any kind of flash coming out of here to save you, but that is going to be it for him. Gangplank.
From Orianna just now, but Gangplank manages to survive rather miraculously.
Somehow.
They are going to push down the top tower, and MF is pushing bottom right now. Leona isn't really in much of a position to stop her.
Nope, not at all. She almost has that Phantom Dancer as well to go with that Bloodthirster. So 211 attack damage is going to be able to side push that tower, no problem. And we might even be able to equalize the towers here because we lost top and Yorick, but they got 3 kills and a tower out of it. So I think TSM came up ahead on that round.
Preparing for Baron. They are going to clear out all of the wards at Baron right now. They know that IGI is in no position to really stop them at all right now. I mean, they're not going to have enough time to do Baron, but they'll be able to clean up all the wards in this area.
Chaos stealing the red, leaving 1 creep up so that it doesn't respawn, and he's going to go back onto town, get that Phantom Dancer, looking good with Berserker's Greaves. You have to expect some big things to come out of Chaos here. And yep, as you said, you know, all these wards around the Baron are now toast as Tempestual, the Gangplank, has himself a Phage. So I'm not sure if he wants that Frozen Mallet or if he's going to be trying for more of a Trinity Force at this point, but I'm not too sure his farm is going to allow him it anytime soon. He's 0-2-7 with only 79 creep kills.
I really hate when people ward right behind Baron so you can't click it.
That's just impressive when they do that.
I mean, it's easy to ward there. It's impossible to kill it.
That's the point.
But I hate that so much. So I don't know why everyone doesn't just ward right there, I guess. TSM knows exactly when IGI's blue is coming up after they stole it once, so they're hoping to steal it twice. Maybe grab a Baron afterward. I am up at 790 gold, so they're coming back. Maybe you won't you know, screw them over. TSM looks like they're actually going to go for Baron right now, or at least bait it out. Rumble is all the way bottom, so it would be an incredibly good time for them to do so. Rumble, I mean, does have teleport, however, so you might be able to get back up here really, really fast if need be.
Oh! How is he doing that? X special too good. Takes out that ward. No problem. Oriana is doing a little bit of bait. He does have that rabbit on, so he's up to 370 ability power. That's more like what we want to see here from Reginald. It's a little late, but he did have to go, as he said, a little bit more tanky in order to survive that early game. Yep, Rumble is still bottom, so you're very, very well correct. They could go up and take that Baron, but I don't think they actually have the coordination right now to do it, because look at Rainkid. He's going off to the side. He's just going to split push and farm to the high heavens. But he has a Glacial Shroud, so he really wants to get that Frozen Heart up. And we got a little bit of spam going here into the mid, a little bit of a tumble here from Vayne. Vayne with a steal, not quite that Phantom, but Reginald...
really no one in there to capitalize on it.
You
nice
got the
ult from Rumble, but Rumble... Actually, MF does get caught out of position, does get DPS down, but takes some... What was it? Leona with...
Leona's down, and we have killed Chaos, although he is on borrowed time right now. He's going to try to do as much as he can. He finally does hit that dust, and I'm not too sure they're actually going to be able to chase down anyone else. Nope, does not look like it. So that's going to be that. So that fight, I think, was 2 for 2? Yes, 2 for 2.
Oh, Rainkid almost finds Vayne right as she TPs out.
Almost.
That could have ended very badly. GP is going to hang around bottom tower, try to stop them, although it might be 3v1, so it'll be very, very dangerous, but Vayne is heading back up to help him defend it. For some reason they keep pinging just to the left of middle. I really want to figure out why. I wish I could read TSM's minds. That would be super useful as a life skill, huh? They're stealing more of IGI's jungle, and blue should be back up. Blue should be back up for them in about a minute and a half, but they are going to get out of there before that.
Yeah, Dragon is up. I mean, it came up about 20 seconds ago. 15 seconds ago. So we should be seeing them head down there. I mean, you might be able to bait out Baron, but it's probably a good idea to take that Dragon as well. Now, 31 minutes into the game, 15-12 is the score. IGI is still up in theory in the global gold. I have 980. I think you just said you had 600 something, right?
790.
790. So yeah, about 1 Dragon's worth of gold ahead of me.
They've definitely caught up extremely well, from 3 9 to 12 to 15. In the meantime, some more poking going on. They're kind of preparing to fight in mid, possibly going toward Dragon. Of course, if TSM goes for a Dragon right now, then IGI could easily just go and take the Baron, so it's very, very risky. It's kind of a dance in middle.
We do have that Frozen Heart now completed for the Rainkid, so I mean, lots of armor, lots of mana, and those cooldowns. He's going to be spamming out all of those ghosts that he can, and we do have that Clairvoyance going off, so he's going to start this Dragon, baiting it out, and instead of going for the Dragon, I do got a ping her going on into mid, so they might be able to take this Dragon. They have to finish it up. There we go. It's now all finished up, and IGI actually did not push into this mid. In fact, they just let it go for free. How much gold you got now?
980.
Yeah, we're tied. Tied, baby.
Gonna root for my team, though.
I really don't know what IGI wanted to do there. Like, there was a ping for the mid. They should have really tried to do some pressure. If not at Dragon, then do it at the mid. But right now, they do notice that IGI is in the bottom, and we got some wards here. I don't think we're actually going to go for the Baron quite yet, but we're going to do that clearing out thing again.
Right, they're going to set up for it. They might try to bait it. Oh, that's a really, really annoying ward, because Alistar, I know that X Special is just looking at it like, I want to kill it, I want to kill it, but he can't. So they are going to go back to mid, try to steal some more jungle, but Wraiths are not there. There's so many wards everywhere. Alistar has been making a killing of killing them.
They're making a killing of killing.
Making a killing out of killing.
That's how bounty hunters live, you know? Alright, but yeah, we are going to throw down the Maokai. Oh, it looks like big tower damage is going to be going down. Gangplank is going to be throwing down his as well as the Equalizer, but unfortunately it just did not hit what they needed to. Leona throwing out his, but we are going to rebuff them a little bit.
For the number of ults that just went down, neither team has taken almost any damage.
Yeah, they're Kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, that ball just gonna be sitting there, chilling out, doing things that balls do. Poison is gonna go out. It is gonna hit Reginald, and now Reginald is gonna have to be a little bit more defensive. A little bit of counter poke on out onto Hamda. And nothing. Okay, cool. Didn't Cass have a revolver earlier? She sold her revolver. She doesn't have it anymore.
I think that was a different Cass. I think that was the Cass in the last game.
My bad. Too many Cassiopeias today.
IGI need to keep an eye, or TSM need to keep an eye on top because the creeps are pushing in really, really hard. Might actually take that tower if you're not careful.
Yeah, that's quite
small fight in jungle. Vayne teleports, or tumbles out. Alistar is in a lot of trouble. I expect him to pop his ulti, but does get ulted down anyway. Orianna ult doesn't do much since they are across the barrier from each other. Fantastic castle once again destroys KX, destroys the odd one.
Cassiopeia does go down to Ignite. We still fight. Rain Kid trying to go. He takes him, but he's going to be having to. Oh wow! Look at that ball just come out of nowhere, hit up that
turns
Vayne,
invisible and survives Orianna, and they get both killed. Wow, what an epic team fight!
In the words of Day 9, brilliant. Yes, but yeah, IGI. Yeah, they came out. They aced right there. Rumble and Vayne are up. They're not going to be able to push too much. Maybe Rumble will. He has that Gunblade. I can click on him. There we go. So yeah, the Gunblade. He has an Abyssal Scepter as well. So he's doing quite the AP damage. And I don't think Vayne's actually very interested in pushing anything. Instead, she's going to defend this bottom, make sure it doesn't do anything huge. Now, in terms of that top lane, what did rebuff itself, so it is now back out of that tower range. But 500 damage onto that tower that IGI doesn't have to worry about later.
Right, it's almost as much as the amount of damage that TSM actually managed to put on the IGI bottom tower. And IGI has been doing really, really well in team fights, but they haven't quite capitalized on the results as much. I mean, Vayne was in the jungle farming instead of the lane for a little bit, which is not what we want to see after acing, Team SoloMid. GP is going to try and set up for Baron again and take out some wards. Not really in too much danger to try and do that right now. They are just going to try to go for Baron and see if they can pull off another team fight. I bet they're going to try to bait a team fight since they have been going so well. The key to these is just Cassiopeia going in a little bit later behind everyone else and then letting loose ults on as many people as possible.
I'll be damned. Next revolver turns into a Will of the Ancients. Huh, that would explain where it went.
Right.
Thank you, stream, for pointing out my ineptitudes. Yep. It's always appreciated. But hey, now I know for next time. It's all good. It does look like IGI is going to take the blue, and we got some movement over to the Baron, although it is warded.
This might have been a mistake to try and steal blue, but actually...
Rain Kid teleports in from behind.
Yep. They're taking down Baron fast. It'll be very, very close to see if they can get there in time. Baron is at a third health, but they are going to get there. They haven't taken much damage from Baron. But
Baron does go down.
Baron.
X-Special is about to join, but that was unfortunately not the best of health.
Chaos still alive. Chaos goes down. Odd one goes down.
Reginald's fork. Rain Kid is going to
does get cleaned up by Rain Kid, but now he's all alone against 3 heroes. And even with Baron, this is just not going to go well. I am level 2. I am almost level 3. So close.
Oh man.
I am 1 experience away from level 3. That's so sad.
That's the second ace IGI has been able to pull off against Team SoloMid. So
Baron.
I'm going in. They had Baron. It's amazing.
I feel like TSM is going to say it is a picks issue because they don't really have a specific counter to Cass, and the amount of AoE that the Cass Rumble ult combo is just super, super fantastic. And then Leona's AoE on top of Vayne just cleaning up everything after that. They might say it was a pick issue, which I can't really analyze these picks because both teams are a little bit off kilter. But IGI has been playing spectacularly well for a team that almost everyone says no one has heard of. Like, I know these guys are 2K yellow. They're not the 2300 yellow. They're not the people you see at the top of the ladder. They're just very well coordinated today. Also, this may be a fake Reginald, Very suspicious.
You're really not convinced this is the real Reginald, huh?
I am. Reginald
4-9?
Has a little bit of a reputation for being suboptimal at Orianna, actually.
A lot of people in the stream are asking why is he not Gragas or somebody else, you know, but well. Okay, so with that under our belt, 25-17, IGI able to take an ace at the Baron and able to push 2 more towers and that inhibitor. So they're doing really good, but we do got some dragon action going on right now. Rain Kid and Odd One trying to do some dragon fun, but Vayne actually might have some better ideas. Vayne has the blue and the red, is looking really strong at this point, and they have to abandon this dragon. IGI has free reign to just jump in right now. Pick it up. There's no one here in range whatsoever to try to stop them.
I still can't believe they allowed Rumble to be 11-1. Of course, Rumble was last pick, so it's, you know, it's very hard to counter a last pick in the entire game. But regardless, I would have expected them to try and shut down Rumble a bit more. They haven't really tried to gank him as much. Of course, the kills he got were through ganks, not actually in lane. And I'm sure Rainman is raging, like, I didn't lose my lane, I destroyed him in CS. Why did you guys all die? Rumble is doing a great job in this game. And, go ahead.
Huh?
Never mind, I thought you were going to say something.
I can. I was just going to let you finish.
I do like the GA that Vayne has because she's a fairly, squishy AD carry and the only one who can really run around and pick people off after the fight. So, you know, after all the crazy AoE has been dropped and everyone's partially dead, she comes back with the GA and just picks off everybody.
Yep, can't really say anything too terrible about that. Now, I have been noticing Chaos, though. He picked himself up a double Phantom Dancer. So, really close to that crit cap, I have to assume at this point. With a Bloodthirster BF Sword, not too sure what he wants to go with that other than maybe just an IE, but he has a lot of attack speed under his belt.
He may actually want to get the Last Whisper, but there's really not that much armor being stacked on IGI, although Rumble does have that Hourglass.
Rumble with an Hourglass. What up? Wait, I don't see any Hourglass. Oh, on Rumble. Never mind, I was checking the wrong pick. Yeah, Hourglass Zonia's good fun stuff.
Oh no, MF gets caught out of position, but X Special does save her. Rumble's ult just misses.
Odd One's throwing down his game.
Bad position for TSM.
Not looking too good. Rayman has to get back
Nice
out.
ult from Reginald, but Rumble does use that Hourglass.
Chaos still alive somehow. We are able to take out Odd One. X Special is within the fray. It does look like his ult
Leona
not
managed to
be able
survive with almost no HP, but it's kind of has to go around this tower right now. Picks out the tower. They might be able to get the inhibitor right now. Are gonna pick off Oriana. That was a bit of a mistake on Reginald's part. They get a free inhibitor there. TSM is down 2 inhibitors to a team that no one has heard of. This tournament is crazy.
Alright, well, this could be the killing stroke right now. Rain Kid is alive, but 5-on-1, he's not going to be able to do too much. So, lots of shields going on, lots of damage. The turrets are gone. The Nexus is dropping, and this is going to be a good game as we will bow out and say goodnight to the SoloMid team as they are taken out by I'm Going In, and they will be moving on to quarterfinals.
And not to be mean to I'm Going In, but I'm pretty sure no one expected that. TSM is the team that everyone has heard of. You go to solomid.net to find guides for the champions. I'm sure that everyone was just expecting, you know, IGI to give it their all and do pretty well, but no one would expect, you know, Reginald to come out 4-10. That they would have, that IGI would have a 12-1 Rumble. 300, man.
C'est la vie.
That was a fantastic game.
Indeed, it is good to see, you know, other teams coming up into the scene and not just relying upon, you know, oh, it's TSM, you lose. Yep, no, these guys really brought it to them. They played extremely well, kept a good lead majority of the game, and I think by the end of it, my Global Gold did start outclassing yours, but we were almost neck and neck at one point in terms of experience in Global Gold. Just really that ace at the Baron, like if they were able to keep that Baron, TSM might have been able to win that extra fight, but instead they just all go down, and that was kind of like the beginning to the end right there. Now I'm just checking in here with the admins. If we're doing one more game or not.
All right.
It looks like we're actually done for the day. So we do have, you know, all the teams now assembled for quarterfinals, as well as, which will still be a best of 1, and that means semifinals and finals, best of 3 will still come up tomorrow after we do our first game of the quarterfinals tomorrow. Oh, it was supposed to be quarterfinals